5 on your mental health tonight. How stress during pregnancy could increase the risk of postpartum depression. Here to talk about that is Dr. Michelle DeBlasi, a psychiatrist at Tufts Medical Center. Good to see you, doctor.
Hey, doctor, it's great to see you. So let's start with question 1. As you know, depression after a baby's birth is common for mothers. The CDC estimates as many as 1 in 8 women may experience symptoms. So why do some researchers believe that there may be a connection to stress even before the baby arrives?
So we know that postpartum depression occurs after a baby is delivered. But what some of the newest data is actually telling us is that stress before the baby is born, especially in those last few weeks leading up to delivery, can actually really increase the risk of getting postpartum depression, and not only getting it, but also increasing the risk of you having a more severe case of it. There's a long-term study that's happening right now in Arizona where they're monitoring 322 women of Mexican origin, and they're seeing their whole course before delivery and after. And what they're finding are in these women, those that have a significant amount of stress before delivery in those last few weeks actually are having much higher rates of postpartum depression.
Right, which is, it's so important to know that. But I will say, as someone who is pregnant twice, it's really easier said than done, especially like you said, as you're getting up to that moment, it's more stressful. Is there something is there a source of stress that might be more likely to trigger postpartum depression?
So what the data is showing us is it's actually the kind of stress we probably wouldn't really think about. It's really that day in, day out sort of stressors. It's little things like little work stressors. It's, preparing meals, shopping, cleaning your house, sort of those little day in and day out tasks are really going to be one of the things that are going to increase your stress level in those last few weeks leading up to delivery. And the other thing is conflict with your partner. So getting into arguments, disagreements, those last few weeks leading up to delivery can really increase your risk of postpartum depression.
You've started it there, Dr. DeBlasi, but let's talk about maybe some potential solutions. So what can pregnant women, what can pregnant couples do to reduce their stress, especially in those weeks leading up to birth?
I think the biggest thing that pregnant women need to remember is, the last few weeks, you need to try to reduce your stress as much as you can. So one way to do that is relying on your loved ones, on your family, on your friends, even if it's just for help with little tasks, like helping you do grocery shopping or just making dinner. Just little things like that can have a really big impact. The other thing we want to keep in mind is that oftentimes pregnant women are working right up until the end of delivery. And so whatever you can do to sort of reduce your stress levels at work, try to tie up loose ends, maybe even a few weeks before, so that you're not totally overwhelmed going into delivery. And I think the most important thing to say is really to try to be honest about what your needs are, be open, really communicate them effectively, especially if you have a partner, to your partner, because that can really help you to get your needs met and also can reduce the amount of conflict or arguments that might occur if you're just being direct about this is what I need right now.
Great reminders. Thank you, Dr. DeBlasi. Stay well.
Partners, you can help. You can help partners. Dr. DeBlasi, thank you very much.
And to our viewers, if you have any COVID-related questions that you'd like our experts to answer, just email them to ask@wcvb.com.